There we go. Um, but some of them will swatch patchy, but
Yeah,
they don't go on patchy.
right.
Which I was really happy about because I did a whole crap ton of swatches for the video for it, which hasn't gone up yet because I'm editing it. I have new intro, so
Yeah, I saw on it's more rocky like pop pop, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know. I don't have good words to describe things.
it's okay. You're not the only one. You're not
Yeah,
the
but I
only
think I
one.
only saw it on one video, I think. I haven't
Yeah,
watched.
I've only put it on one.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hey,
uh,
Lorna.
hi Lorna. I didn't put it in the group yet, in the group chat. I
Mm.
was going live. I didn't realize that Tish was sick.
Oh,
How's
my
your
nose.
mom, Lorna? I know you said that she was home and stuff, but I gotta trim my bangs. Ugh. Yeah, I was so sick of the blonde, and then Andy and I have discovered that we're going to have to do color removal for the orange because the
Oh,
orange
no.
came through and we didn't add any orange and it
Yeah.
bled right through. It was like, no, I'm staying.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, my
She was
goodness.
supposed
I
to go to
just
the
thought,
doctor today, but car wouldn't start. Oh no, that's no good.
oh, that stinks, Lorna.
I hate it. I hate car trouble. I don't do well. That's when I'll have my nervous breakdowns is over car trouble. Somebody can be
Yeah.
bleeding on the floor and I'll be like, okay, stay calm, everybody. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. But a car breaks down and I will literally freak the F out.
Jason's like that. And the crazy part is my best friend is wonderful at fixing cars. Like, he knows everything about cars. And I'm always like, Jason will be like, we just got to buy a new car. I'm over this. I'm like, just calm down. I'll
Oh,
give the
I'm
car to
great at
Brad.
cars. I love fixing cars. That's like my forte, unless they're the super computerized crap, the newfangled
Yeah.
stuff, But I just lose my ever loving mind.
Yeah, Jason does too. And then, like us, we give it to Brad, and by the next day it's fixed, and then Jason's okay.
And I'm doing better, Lorna. I am slowly but surely recovering from surgery. Every day is better. Every day is better.
And my injection really well, Lorna. I'm almost scared to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, I am just so thrilled that it went. I was praying so much for that to go well because you were hurting so bad.
And it's a nice surprise too, because the last one did not work. So I had no hope that this one would work. So
Yeah,
it's a really good feeling that something's actually happening in my body the right way.
yeah, the way it's supposed to work. Yay,
Yeah.
something's working the way it's supposed to. When all of our stuff is constantly going wrong, it's nice to have something that actually works the way it should.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can start doing this beach waiver stuff. I tried
Oh,
it
that's
out
not
in the
too
video.
terrible. I mean, it still sucks because it's a cost, Lorna, but a new battery and a battery cable isn't hard to do.
Oh yeah, new battery cable. That's it could be a whole lot worse. Okay, here we go.
Oh wow. I don't know why I wouldn't. I just wasn't expecting that.
It gets tight too.
I'm gonna try this, Lorna. This LYS. I tried it once, and I think it. I feel like it went a little pink, but once I had all my makeup on, you couldn't really tell.
Like I said, everyone has fallen in love with that. And Christine sent me the stuff to get on their to do their PR stuff, and oh my god, talk about a fiasco fest to
Oh
get
no.
on it. I was like, gotta do this, you gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that. And I was like, oh, how many freaking steps is there? Damn.
Yeah.
It was crazy stupid.
I
So
don't think
I
it's
was just
well
like,
as pink as I thought it was. It's actually looking pretty good.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look pink to me.
And it's covering up my rosacea pretty well.
That's good.
And
I,
this is only like $20 at Sephora. I mean, that's about
that's,
drugstore price now.
yeah, I was gonna say, a lot of the Maybelline and the L'Oreal's are, 15.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. I have fallen in love with this one.
What is that? The
It's the AVA.
Anastasia? Yeah.
I love this.
I've got that one and I like it a lot too. It's not the best color match, but it's pretty close. But I love the finish of it so much that I will use it and just bronze up and make it work.
Oh, yeah, it is just, I love it. It's not too luminous, but it's not too matte. It's just
Yeah.
right.
I keep telling
Definitely like
myself I need to start going through my more matte foundations because I am absolutely not using them. But, and I'm like, what if I need it one day? I'm so bad about that with everything.
I know. I have been I tend to wear matte foundations more in the summertime because you sweat more and all that stuff. Like I wear my double wear and stuff during the summer
Yeah.
because that stuff does not budge off my
Yeah, I'm not getting
face.
rid of my double wear. It's too, like, if we do sporting events or anything, it's the only one that will not sweat off.
Yeah. And then like I love my AOA drops
Yeah.
foundations. That stuff is amazing. And it's kind of like right in the middle, which is great. Okay, where's my button? Find the button. Where's the button? Where's the button? Um, this one, it's almost a dupe for the NYX one, but it's like right in the middle. But it's a little too dark for right now. It's a good like spring fall shade where I'm
Yeah.
starting to get a little bit of sun, but haven't quite hit that yet. That full sun. And then oops, there goes my earbud. And then the Found Sealer by Tarte.
Uh
I, re-
huh.
I really like it too.
I don't like that one. That one doesn't sit well on my skin. I don't know why. I don't know how I got a sample of it, but I did, and it was just too thick or something. It did not look right on my skin.
Who did you win it from, Lorna? That's awesome.
Oh, I love the Thirsty palette. Me and Jen was just talking about that.
Yeah, we were.
Good job, Lorna.
You have won some killer giveaways lately.
Oh, I don't
Or
know that YouTube channel. I'll have to check it out, Lorna.
yeah, I don't know it either. I forgot to put my serum in my hair before I started this. Oh well,
Uh-oh.
it'll be all right.
Trying to use up some of the stuff that is getting closer and closer to expiration, like this Fenty Beauty Bronzer. I really like it, but I don't know. I like almost like my bronzer to be more pigmented right off. A lot of people like to build it up, but I'm not that girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle when it comes to bronzer. I like it to show up, but I want it to be able to blend really well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's why I like cream bronzers better.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
show up.
If I'm just doing a quick face, I'm all cream. If I'm doing a all out face like I'm gonna do today, I use both.
Yeah. Where are you guys going?
I have no idea. I'm just glad to be getting out of the house
Yeah, it's been a minute.
and not feeling like we got to get back so quickly because I'll be hurting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad that you're feeling better. Okay, I think this is the quickest I've ever curled my hair. Like, ever. Because that was it. I'm done.
That's pretty quick. So I don't know if you follow Trixie Mattel at all,
Yeah.
but Katya, yeah, Lorna, I don't know if I'm going to party, but I'm definitely going to try to have a decent time.
Right?
Um,
She needs to.
Katya came on her channel for like 2 minutes talking about a new palette and how it's going to be Katya versus Trixie on Trixie's channel. So it's obviously a palette that Trixie's made. But I am very intrigued by what colors it will be because Katya is like a red and black and kind of girl, and I love those colors. So I'm very intrigued. But it didn't give any. It didn't say anything about what it was, so I have no clue.
That is very curious.
Yeah,
Because that's like, I don't know, that kind of gives me weirdo palette vibes.
yeah, me too. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. Now for the bangs. Now for the bangs. Yeah, I think that was the easiest I've ever curled my hair. Like, ever. And then it came with this heat shield
Oh, that's cool.
that I can just unplug it and then wrap it up and put it in the heat shield.
That's really cool.
Oof. I'll get the video up. It was, I think it finished saving just as I started this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go in the hole. Not my job. There.
I need to get my eyebrows done. I don't think plucking's it's just not doing it.
Oh, I strip wax and all that stuff. I need to just go get them. I either need to invest in the stuff to properly do them myself or just go
Yeah.
and get them done. But they're fading into nothing anyway because of my thyroid, but still.
You know, when you're not going anywhere or doing anything, you let a lot of things slide that you normally wouldn't.
Right?
I finally shaved my legs the other day, and my razor was screaming help.
Oh Lord, let's not even go there. I'm not even remotely gone there because, well, with back surgery, I didn't shave them before back surgery. And then, well, it's been a month.
Yeah.
Monday was a month since back surgery. So you can imagine how bad it is.
Oh, mine was longer than that, I think. I always had good intentions on doing it, but every time I got a shower, I was like, I just want to get this over with. I don't want to worry
I
about anything.
I think I'm just gonna go buy some Nair
Yeah, right.
and be like, I'm just gonna start fresh.
Well, it's like I told my friend,
Oh,
she
Lorna, don't feel bad. It's okay.
girl, I tell, me and my friend, we always say stuff like, she's only been married a couple of years to my best friend, but she'll be like, we've been married 27 years. I'm like, that must mean me and Jason's been married 147, and
Oh,
shaving legs has gone right out the window. We've been married so long.
good Lord, yeah, shaving legs is. I used to get a kick out of the guys that I would, the kids that, because I guard, I was a guard at a juvenile
Right.
boys prison, right? And during the wintertime, there were a couple times that once that they got a glimpse of my ankle, right? So they would see some, you know, unshaven leg there.
Right.
And they were like, "Oh my God, you haven't shaved your legs." And I'm like, "Nope." I'm like, "It's wintertime. I don't give two shits about my legs right now. Thank you."
Oh, last year I was bad. I'd go over Brad's house, and I mean, my legs looked as bad as Jason's and Brad's, and I'd be in shorts. I'm like, I don't care at this point.
Right, Lorna? I'm like, I'm wearing pants and leggings underneath them. I have so many layers on that it's just another insulation layer. Thank you.
Right.
Goodbye. Step to the side. And
We would.
like these kids, I would look at them and I'd go, "Yeah, okay, you worry about that for about." And they're like, because they would be like, "Doesn't your husband hate that?" And I was like, "No, he doesn't care. He really
Jason don't
doesn't
even
care."
notice. Like,
Yeah,
I'm the one who will be like, gosh, I need to shave my legs. And he does not even notice.
yeah. And he's just like, "What? Okay, I don't care. Whatever." So, did you see my elf video?
Yes, I think so.
What did you think
Yes.
of that power grip primer being the same as the minty primer?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I found it kind of odd. Because you
I
got
couldn't
two of
believe
the
it.
backups because it was gone, right? And you got a new one. And then you're like, it's all the same ingredients, right?
It is. Yeah, this is the mint melt cooling face primer, right? And
Right?
then this is the brand new one that they just came out with, which is the power grip primer.
Right. Which is supposed to be a dupe for the milk makeup.
Right. Well, you remember when this one came out, the minty one, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this is such a dupe for the milk one."
Yeah.
Well, they are literally word for word, placement for placement, exactly the same.
That's crazy.
There's no difference.
But I mean, when I used to work at Walgreens, we saw companies, they would clearance, especially cosmetics, they would clearance out a whole section of like, let's say foundation. And the new foundation come in exactly the same, just different packaging.
Uh-huh.
It happens all the time, which I don't quite understand. Is the new packaging supposed to maybe like make you want to buy? I don't understand what. I don't get it.
Well, I get some marketing, they'll some new packaging, new placement in the store, things like that's why they shuffle things around in the store is because it makes you have to move around and so you impulse buy more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the mint one on half of my face and the power grip one on the other half of my face and see how it does because they feel exactly the freaking same. But I'm curious because I mean they even look the same. But yeah, they feel the same.
Yeah, that's nuts. But like I said, when I used to work at Walgreens, it seemed to happen all the time.
Yeah, but I think that they do it because bigger, brighter, better, shinier.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to makeup, it's our version of a bass boat. If it has a glitter finish, we'll buy it. You're not going outside right now. You were just outside. You can stay in the house with mom. Come here. Come here. He's like, no. Can stand by the door. Stare at you.
Jason has a bunch of appointments today, so he may be late getting home. I mean, I'm already hungry, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you know you're going out, you're not going to eat anything. I think I'm going to put this on. And I even got this in a good shade match. And I had to go to 3 different websites to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I even went to the Sephora website and I was like, okay, why? Probably because it's my winter color, not my summer color.
I will say this: I have gotten some super noticeably bad shade matches on Sephora's finding foundation. There's a website. Oh, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's great. Like it has everyone, and if you own any foundation, it has it. You plug that in, and it will tell you the closest match and other ones. But I have gotten some terrible shade matches from Sephora. I
Oh
don't
my
never
lord.
I don't
When
use theirs anymore.
when I would go in store and get a shade match, it was horrible from Sephora. They could never shade match me with makeup on or without it. It didn't matter.
Yeah. Now I will say
Ugh.
now that we have a brick and mortar store instead of just having Sephora and Pennies, the brick and mortar is a lot better than the one that's just in Pennies. They know. I don't know if they educate them differently, but they know a lot more.
I almost wonder if they do because the one we have, there's a there's there's 3 brick and mortars in Boise. There's a huge one in Boise, and then in Tri Cities, there's just the one in Pennies, and the one in Pennies cannot shade match me for anything. Hi, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
And then, but the one in Boise at the brick and mortar, they're great.
Yeah, that's the way it is here. I almost feel like the one in Pennies, they actually just get Pennies employees just about. And the
Yeah,
brick and mortar is actually Sephora trained people.
that may be it. That may be exactly it. You might be dead on there. I know that I don't. You try and return something to the one in J.C. Penney's. Ugh, what a fiasco!
Oh yeah, ours? They have to call this number, write down all the prices. Oh, it's terrible.
Yep. Yeah, it sucks. It's so bad.
I mean, they can't help it, but it is a terrible experience.
It is. It is. And I mean, if for us, it's so far away. It's 135 miles one way.
Oh, wow.
So I just don't buy anything at it because at least if I buy something at a brick and mortar store, I can mail it back.
Yeah.
So if we go to Boise, I can just mail it back and it's not a big
Right.
deal. If I buy it at JCPenney, I have to go to the store and it's such a fiasco.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using the Blend Bunny Surge palette.
And I am using the Give Me Glow Vintage Rose palette.
It's so pretty. So, are you going to be getting the new Odin's Eye palette that just came out?
Already did.
Did you? I was gonna.
He did.
I kind of figured you would.
Yeah, I tried not to, but Jason was trying to figure out what to do for Valentine's, and I'm like, I know.
I want this and this and this and this and this.
So that one and the new Glaminatrix ones are the ones I really wanted.
Yeah.
Glaminatrix comes out tomorrow for the US.
Yeah, Andy didn't do. We just don't. I married the most unromantic man on the planet.
Oh, Jason is pretty unromantic too, but I will say, anniversary and Valentine's, even though I don't even particularly like Valentine's, um, he always does try to do something.
Yeah.
And luckily, if he can't figure out what to do, he'll just ask me, and I always know something.
Andy, I mean, he was really sweet. He bought me. He came home because I've been pretty grumpy, and we've both been pretty snappy to each other lately. And he bought me. He bought me a big tub of watermelon, which was super duper sweet. He goes, they didn't. He goes, I was going to buy you some posies, and they all sucked. He goes, so I got you watermelon instead. I was like, okay.
I always tell Jason not to give me flowers, but I don't like fancy flowers usually, but I do like wildflowers.
Hi,
So
Adrian.
he did bring some wildflowers home, but he is so like it makes him sick, and I'm like, I wish you wouldn't do this because you can't breathe when they're in the house.
Yeah, Andy knows which flowers to bring home that I can handle and which ones not to bring home. Generally, he just gets me roses or daisies.
And I like
Or
daisies, but
sun.
I hate roses, man.
Yeah.
I am a terrible person. I swear I hate roses so bad.
Well, he never buys me red roses because I can't stand red roses. They're just so cliche. So he'll get me my favorite ones, which are peach. I love peach roses, and
Yeah, those
they're
are pretty. Oh, I
just
love Odin by Adrian. I love them. I love their formula.
don't feel bad, Adrian. I haven't tried them yet either. But yeah, so he'll get me those, or he'll get me sunflowers. So those
Yeah,
ones
my
are about the
wildflowers
only
that
three
Jason
that
got
I
this
can
time
handle.
had a couple of sunflowers. And one of my
Yeah.
favorite flowers is gardenia daisies, but they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
That's what was at my wedding.
Oh, that would have been so pretty. Everybody wants to get lilies and all these other things. Like my mother-in-law, she used to get lilies all the time. For every season, whatever lily was available, she would get, and then I wouldn't be
Right.
able to come over. I'm like, you just don't want me to ever come over, huh? And she goes, well, no. She goes, because for one thing, you clean my house. And I go, well, then stop buying lilies because I am deathly allergic to them, and you keep buying them. Easter lilies, stargazer lilies, I can handle because they aren't so bad. Easter lilies. Oh, holy hell. Easter lilies, I cannot even be in the house, in the vicinity. It is so bad. Like Easter lilies during Easter time when they have them all at the entrance at Walmart. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so bad. I go in there like this. It's so bad. Because I can't breathe. My whole face just swells out. It's just, and then that's always when the lilacs are coming in bloom too, and I'm horribly allergic to lilacs as well.
Oh, that's not weird.
No, that's not weird. That's not weird, Lorna. Those are pretty too. But I don't, those are dyed, so I don't like them as much, but they're pretty. But Gerber daisies are really pretty. My favorite flower is an orchid, but I kill them.
Well, orchids are beautiful.
Yeah. Andy used to buy me orchids all the time, and I'd be like, "Babe, just stop buying me orchids because I'm just gonna kill them."
Yeah, I can't. My Tiffany and
Yep,
Brad
y'all
have
are
them
Barbara.
everywhere, and they are beautiful. I cannot keep them alive.
I can't. My mother-in-law couldn't keep anything alive, but she could keep um, orchids alive. She would just put 3 ice cubes on them and forget about them. I'm like,
Yeah,
please stop.
I'm like, I've done everything. I tried the ice cube trick. I tried the measuring the stuff. I've tried the miracle grow. I cannot keep them alive.
Oh, same, same. I'm like, okay, they just hate me. I will admire them from afar.
Right?
Because they just hate me.
The only thing I've successfully kept alive besides farming vegetables, because I can grow anything if it's edible, but succulents and those vine plants are the only thing I've ever been able to keep alive. Flowers,
I can.
I just can't do it.
Okay, when we lived on the west side of the state, I had plants galore. Like our house was green. There were so many plants in our house. I had Christmas cactuses, Easter cactuses, and they were in bloom year round. I had Thanksgiving cactuses, I had pothos, you name it, I had it, right? And
Right?
they were huge. They were absolutely gorgeous. And we moved over here, and within a year they all died.
I can't
And
keep any flower alive. I'm really bad.
yeah, and I have not been able to keep anything alive since. And I think, honestly, I think it was the house that we lived in, because the house that we lived in was so full of black mold and moisture that I think it compensated for my lack of gardening skills when it comes to houseplants. But I'm with
Yeah.
you. I can, if it's edible, I can grow the ever living shit out of it.
Yeah. We have. I mean, we're Middle Tennessee in general has really good soil, but where we're at, we've had our soil tested at every place that we had a little garden, and they're like, you don't need to do anything. The soil's perfect. And I mean, it's like the stuff grew itself. Uh-oh.
Yeah. What is the malfunction? Are you just trying to protest and say, Mom, I want to go outside? Yeah, that's what that is. That's what I thought. Oh, cactus are actually a lot harder than you think, Barbara. You got to get their timing like just perfect.
Yeah, everybody told me forever cactuses were easy, and I tried it like 3 different times. I killed them all.
Cactuses are a lot harder than people think they are. A lot harder. Oh, we're gonna go with some Jeffree Star today, and we're just gonna smush it. We're gonna glow to the gods.
Gosh, I almost feel like it's been so long since I've done proper makeup that I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Lately,
far it turned out
I've
okay.
just
It's
been
just,
doing an easy slap on my face and go. Enough to cover the redness and do my eyebrows, basically. Okay, because these eyebrows are just horrendous. I need to take this out.
oh, thanks, Barbara. You're so sweet.
Oh, I don't know what I want to do to my face with this eyebrows. Don't know what I want to do.
I keep telling myself that I'm going to start, when I do a video, I'm going to actually be dressed in normal clothes, yada, yada, yada. But I am so bad about taking my brush and wiping it on my pajama top that I'm scared I'll ruin good clothes.
Oh no!
I am really bad about, I'm just going to clean my brush on my shirt. And
Oh,
when it's pajamas, it's not that big a deal.
I need to get a new brush cleaner. The quick clean, you know.
Yeah, I've got one. I'm trying my hardest to use it and get in the habit of doing it.
This is what I did with mine. I took the insert out because it was gross, and I put this foam in it. And I mean, it works, but it holds the dog hair, and I
Yeah.
so need to get a new one.
I think that's what
'Cause
Rhonda does. I think she cuts out of her boxy charm foams.
the BoxyCharm foam would work a lot better. That's the Ipsy foam.
Yeah, I think that's what she does. I'm pretty sure she said she just cuts out the holes and then puts it back in the little tin.
Yeah.
We're so close to TJ Maxx that I mean I can get one for like $2. So when mine gets terrible, I just do that. I know, Lorna. I've tried to keep a kitchen towel across my leg, and I still do it on my shirt. I got it's a habit I have to break.
Yeah, see, I always keep one of these AOA cloths right here.
Yeah. See, I've literally got two right in front of me. Look,
Yeah.
and I will still do it on my shirt. So that's a bad habit. I have a bad habit of wiping my mouth with the inside of my shirt too.
I do that with my nose, so you're not the only one. I wipe my nose on my shirt all the freaking time. All the freaking time.
We're
But
just
like
putting our bad
I have
habits out there for everybody.
I have wipes right here, and it's like I could use the wipes. You know, sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I think Andy uses my wipes more than I do. He is so funny. You know, he'll run into his friends that used to work out that he used to work with out at the chassis shop, you know, at the metal shop, and
Yeah.
and he'll be like, "Guys, you need to go over to the makeup section and you need to get some makeup remover wipes and it'll get that shit off of you like that." And I'm like, "Oh my god." And then he ran into somebody else that he knew, and um they were saying something. I don't remember what it was, but he ended up telling him about the makeup wipes too. He's constantly telling everybody, "Go get some makeup remover wipes. They really freaking work." I'm like, "Oh my god, babe, you really need to stop."
Now I keep wipes on me at all times. But I will say one thing I've actually done really good at is using my balms and other things instead of using wipes every time because I know they're so bad for the earth.
Oh, I have, since I've started actually actively using um makeup remover balms,
Yeah.
I have cut back on wipes. I can't even. I can't even count how many things of wipes. I think I just now bought a 2-pack of wipes. And I think that was the first time I've bought wipes in probably 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better. It's so hard. They're so convenient.
They are. They are. I use them mostly in here when I do swatches and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Which I could just go get this wet and use it instead,
right.
because this works better than my freaking makeup eraser, and it was $1. So,
That's the AOA one.
yes, it works phenomenally well.
Somebody else
And
said that. I don't remember who.
you can get a 5-pack of them too. They work awesome. What are you
Oh,
saying,
Barbara.
Laura? My bad. Been doing makeup for 2-3 years and I haven't washed it. Oh my gosh, Lorna.
My Tiffany does that. I'm gonna call her out. She may be watching this. She does that. She wipes them on a towel and she doesn't clean them.
Of course, I did not wash my brushes for over 20 years. And I went to cosmetology school. So what does that say?
I've got so many brushes, but now I've got the system. Once this little rack, which is full right now, once it fills up, I have to clean the ones I've used. But I've got so many that I just keep putting the dirty ones aside, and then I have like 300 brushes to clean.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Barbara. Yeah, I have this little thing, and once it's full of brushes, then I clean them. And that's when I will take those brushes and then I'll do my face brushes at the same time.
That's one
But
habit I wish I could get from Rhonda. As soon as she's done, she usually uses her Cinema Secret, which I have too. As soon as she's done, she cleans them. I have tried to get in that habit. I can't. I just can't do it.
yeah, I use the Parisian Spirit, which is just as good as the Cinema Secret.
Yeah, you told me about that one. I haven't ran out of my Cinema Secret yet to try it, but you told me
Yeah,
about it.
I love it, and it smells like oranges. So when I use it, like my whole house smells like oranges. I love it. The stuff from Shop Miss A works really well too. It's just I go through it too fast because when I do my brushes, I will go through an entire bottle of that stuff because I do so many brushes at a time. And I only actually soap and water wash my brushes probably 2 or 3 times a year, unless they get
Yeah, I try not.
really, really, really bad.
When I go in hard, I do it like maybe 4 times a year because I'm so scared I'm going to mess up the glue in them if I do it too much.
Well, it's like I think of them like my ceramic brushes that I use to paint ceramics.
Yeah,
Um, those brushes are meant to sit in water. These are not.
right.
So that's kind of how I look at them. And so that's where I use the appropriate cleaner. And even my my ceramic brushes, I use paint thinner on.
Yeah,
And I mean, I use water-based paint for my
yeah.
ceramics, but I still use paint thinner because it's better for getting the paint off and actually cleaning them. And it doesn't ruin the glue.
Oh, Lorna, it was years before I even knew that this was a thing. Like, I never wore makeup that much before my 30s. So it was like chapstick and mascara. If I did have to do makeup, even my wedding makeup, I did with the little sponge applicators.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I had in high school, I'm gonna date myself. Woohoo. Um I had 4 brushes. I had a powder brush, a big powder brush, and And then I had my 2 little Estee Lauder brushes that my grandmom gave me. And okay, those were Estee Lauder brushes. You couldn't just buy brushes. And
Yeah.
then I had the foam applicators for the most part. And
Right.
then I had a blush brush that came with my powder brush. Powder brush. Ah. Yes, I know it is. Oh my goodness. 2 more weeks. And then what? My Dexcom is telling me in 2 weeks your transmitter battery expires. I know, all my Dexcom shit came today.
We just decided to get rid of everything with Comcast except our mobile phone.
Yeah.
And I just got a notification that all the new equipment that's replacing the old stuff will be here tomorrow. I'm like, crap.
Oh no, so you're gonna have to send it all back?
Well, we got to go to the store to get everything shut down because if you've tried to call Comcast lately, there is no people that are alive.
Oh no.
You will be on the phone for 30 minutes with an automated person for them to eventually tell you, oh, you can do that online. No, I can't because our system, we have too many things.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the store tomorrow. I just hope that the stuff gets here before we go to the store and we can just take it back to the store while we're already there.
Yeah. You should be able to.
I just don't know when it's going to be here is the problem, you know?
Yeah, well hopefully it gets there
If it
before
comes
you.
early enough, that would be great.
Hurricane.
I'm going to go in with glitter glue because I really want to sparkle.
Yeah, see, and that's why I use paint thinner on mine. I'm just not gonna mess with it. I want my brushes to come clean, and so I just don't. I don't dink around. This no fussy mussy. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, we were talking about the clean canvas. I don't
Yeah.
know why this stuff burns my eyelids, but it does.
Well, I'm sure there's some form of ingredient that just doesn't like you.
I'm sure, as my friend says, you're allergic to everything. And I am, so. When I was
Yeah,
doing my.
Barbara, I've got to too, girl. I keep putting it off, and now that my injection has made me feel better, I really have no excuse.
Yeah, I sat down, I don't know, last week I think it was, and cleaned a bunch of my brushes, but then I did a bunch of videos and did a bunch of looks, and so now I got a bunch of dirty brushes again. That's the curse of having clean brushes. You feel inspired to do stuff, and so you do stuff, and then you end up with a bunch of dirty brushes again.
Yep.
But yeah, I love how it covers the clean canvas, but it just stings my eyes.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy the clean canvas, but just because I don't quite like just concealer for a base, but I don't quite like an actual eye primer either, and it really seems to kind of fit in the middle.
It does. I agree with you there. Um, I really like the. I know this is crazy, but the Ulta eye primer is
I
really
haven't
good.
tried that.
It is really good. And it doesn't sting my eyes. The Urban Decay one is good. The
You
the
know, a lot of
potion.
people hate on that one. I actually like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, I think I've thought it was really good. My
Like
favorite
the
they
matte
don't
paint
make
part is
anymore.
so thick that it makes my eyes look like they're 90.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. The Catrice is that way, which is my favorite. It's thick, but it goes on really nicely. It plays well with others, if that makes sense. Um, the Eye Putty by Elf is really thick, but there again, it plays well with others.
I haven't had that one. Oh, Lorna, I love Moda brushes. You should try them.
Oh, the motor brushes are some of my favorites, and
Yeah.
I really like the Laura Lee brushes too. Um, but the Catrice Camouflage Concealer, Camouflage Cream, that's what it's called, is my favorite, but they discontinued it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean it's thick, but it's not like super thick.
Catrice is actually pretty bad about getting rid of good products.
They like, I mean it's
Yeah.
creamy, but you can see
Yeah.
it, but it's like, I don't know, it just works. But yeah, so I'm
They
trying.
had uh, um, a face primer that was literally exactly like the Tarte cream primer that helps fill in your pores. And the
Yes.
Tarte one's like $25. The Catrice one was like $3, and then they got rid of it.
Oh, the Tarte one's 40. That's why I haven't replaced mine.
Oh, it must have went up. I still got some left. I haven't used it in a minute.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. But
yeah, I love it.
I'm scraping sides because I'm like, I don't want to pay another $40.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Barbara.
Yeah, I use a little tin too that I have.
Actually,
Oh,
I do too. I don't even know what it came with, but I have a little. It might have come with my Cinema Secrets, my little tin. I don't know.
I got mine from Shop Miss A.
Oh, the bling brushes are really pretty, Adrian. But I think I'm kind of weird with my fingers and textures, so I worry that I wouldn't like touching them.
That's I love the Miss Glam ones because they're blingy, but it's all inside.
Yeah, I actually almost every time. I'm not a member of Ipsy. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know if it's just me, but Boxy Charm and Ipsy every month say, "Hey, would you like to shop our sale?" I'm not a member anymore. So I shop their sale every month, and I almost always get that Miss Glam brushes. I just stopped getting them this year because I have like 400 brushes. I don't need anymore.
Yeah, I
Hallelujah.
the bling brushes are absolutely stunning, but I don't know if I could use them because the thought of, I mean, you get they're so, how do you keep them clean?
Yeah, that's true. Oh wow, that's brighter than I thought it was gonna be.
That's pretty though.
Thanks.
I'm finally to my eyeshadow now that I have the rest of my face done. But I did my hair, so.
Yeah, I just put my hair on top of my head. Oh well.
One thing I don't like about the clean canvas is that it is a bit too grippy.
I like grippy, so but I understand what you're coming from. A lot of people don't because it's harder to blend.
Especially, it's not so bad once you get about halfway through your look, but at
Yeah.
first it's a little hard. Oh, thank you. I'm going with a little bit of the purple and the pink mix today. Yeah, see, this is I'm going in with the color Beckon, and it's the lightest lavender shade, and it's very light. Like, I don't think you can even hardly see it. I've got to put another sheet on my window. It is so light in here. It is so light right here. It just, you can't see anything.
I will say when we move, I can't wait to have an actual makeup room. It's gonna be so nice.
I just took over the spare room. I'm like, yeah, we can't have visitors. Sorry. It's my makeup room now. Coda
Girl,
has
I'm in the
half.
breakfast area of my house.
Coda has half of the room, and I have the other half. Is that bad that the dog gets half of the room?
Oh no, I understand. I got fur babies. I get it.
I can tell that there's so much lag between the computer and my phone.
Yeah.
Because I don't have my glasses on, I can't see the chat on the computer, so I have it up on my phone. And because of that, I can see how much of a lag difference there is. It's crazy.
Yeah, when I'm like in Brenda's live or whatever, and I have the faces up here, but I have the chat on my phone,
Uh-huh.
she'll say something like, I don't know, hey, Jen, or whatever, and it's like 5 seconds before it pops up on my phone.
Right? It's like, no. What you using on your face?
That was just a number 7 setting spray. Like,
I
I'm
have
going to tell you the truth. I love number 7, but it's just as expensive as Sephora.
It
You
is.
can,
Everybody's
it's
like,
very
oh,
expensive.
what is it? Is it their setting powder or their bronzer is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury? One of them. I can't remember which one it is. This is and I go to look at it and I'm like, okay, their price is only like $10 less than the Charlotte Tilbury. I might as well just buy the Charlotte Tilbury.
Right. Yeah, they got a really great foundation. I can't remember the name of it, but it's kind of glowy. It's not terrible, but it's kind of glowy, and that's what I like. But
Uh-huh.
the Estee Lauder one was only like $8 more.
Right?
I'm like, okay, I don't know if number 7 should be at the drugstore.
Right? Well, and it's hard to find at the drugstore because like Ulta doesn't carry it at the
Oh, they don't?
drugstore.
I didn't know that.
Not makeup. They carry the skincare,
Oh,
but not
okay.
the makeup. Walmart only carries the skincare. At least mine does. Rite Aid doesn't carry it. At least mine doesn't. So where do you get it? CVS or Walgreens?
The only place here that I've seen it and I've noticed that it's actually there is Walgreens. And because we're in a college town, we have like 8 Walgreens.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the closest Walgreens to us, I think, would it be Baker or Pendleton? Either way, it's 50 miles away.
Right. Yeah. Now,
So,
once we move, things will be a little bit different. Luckily, I have pretty much all my base stuff. I have my favorites, so I can order and know what colors I need.
yeah.
But once we move, to come to the stores that we're used to, it'll be 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because all this place has is a Dollar General and a Food Line, and that's it. Where we're going.
Yeah. When are you supposed to go?
After Aruba, sometime we're going to start because we have to replace the carpet. Where when we moved in, we knew they had just threw cheap carpet in
Uh-huh.
upstairs, but we got such an amazing deal on this house. Like, we had to literally talk to each other and say, are we getting this house because of the deal or because we like it?
Right. Yeah.
And we do like this house, so we did buy it, but we're like, the cheap carpet and the fact they put matte paint in the bathrooms, we can fix. So we've got to do that, and then, of course, clean it up and kind of stage it, not like professional, but just make it look nicer.
Right.
And then as soon as she sells, we'll be gone. But y'all, I'll still have internet. Don't worry. I'll see you guys.
I was gonna say we
Jason
are
wants to
in.
live right on the river there, and I've looked, and I'm like, we can't because you cannot get reliable internet service anywhere near that river. So we're gonna probably live a couple streets away from the river, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just so that I get the internet I want, and then he can have a boat if he wants.
Well, and I'm sorry, but it floods there a
Yeah,
lot.
that's what, like, well, I will say the river is the areas we were looking at. It's really steep down, but it
Yeah,
would still, I mean, there's still a high possibility of flooding. And I'm like, I don't want to be in a flood zone because flood insurance, if y'all don't know, is just crap.
it is, and it's
All flood
expensive.
insurance is crap. I have looked into it. No matter what you get, it is not going to replace the stuff that you lose. It's just not
No,
going to.
and it's really, really expensive.
I have sold insurance. Jason sells insurance now. He has to ask everybody if they want flood insurance because it's part of the policy that where he works. But
Right.
he does not push it because it's crap.
It's crap, and for what it is, it's expensive. At least it is here.
Oh yeah, it is here too. When Nashville flooded so bad, and we were in Belleville at the time, we couldn't leave our house because we were on a hill, and literally they had boats getting people out of their house,
Yeah.
and they were giving people like, "Oh, here's $5,000." They're like, "We lost our house. What is
Yeah, five
five
thousand
thousand dollars
dollars.
going to do for us?"
Right. I mean, fire insurance as it is doesn't replace everything,
I
and
can't remember who was the
it's
president, but
probably the
whoever they were
best.
started a charity thing, and like, unfortunately, that took forever, but it did help a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that cuz we've had a lot of floods here in Oregon, and the flood they've done the same thing. Oh, well, here's $20,000 for your $1 million home.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It is so crazy.
It's like no, it doesn't work that way. And then we had a fire when we lived on the west side, and it didn't it didn't cover or replace hardly anything. And
Yeah.
we had exceptionally good fire insurance, and it still, it just doesn't cover it all. Doesn't cover it all. It sucks.
Yeah, and it's such a bad thing too because you're devastated,
Oh yeah.
because you've lost all this stuff, and then you've got to dealing with anybody else during a time period that you're down is hard, and then to find out they're not going to cover anything, that it stinks.
Yup.
Now, other insurances I highly believe in, like life policies, health insurance, all that stuff, even though it stinks and it's expensive, for me, I have got my money out of it because I'm disabled.
Right.
Oh, we got a bot. I get him.
Oh, lovely. Bring on the trolls. I was gonna say sick Lorna on him.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say Lorna may get him before me. She usually beats me.
Yeah, health insurance is a must because you never know. You never know.
I'm telling you, my friend, I told him over and over he needed it, and he was like, "I'm young, I'm healthy." He got a kidney stone, and he owes like 17,000. I mean, it's like a really high amount.
My very first surgery, I didn't have insurance. $250,000.
Yep.
Luckily, we were low enough income they wrote it off at the time. But um and it was a teaching hospital. So we got a lot of that, there was a lot more forgiveness and all that stuff
Yeah.
available. But still, insurance is a must.
Yeah, I tell people I know it sucks, I know it's expensive, but one thing can ruin everything.
You never know when you're going to end up in an accident. You never know when. Um, all right, Barbara. You never
All
know.
right, love you, Barbara.
You never know when your appendix is going to burst, or your gallbladder is going to give up the ghost, or you can be fit as a fiddle, and shit like that will happen.
Yeah. But that's what happened to my friend. He got a kidney stone that they couldn't like blow up or however they do that.
You
It was
blast them.
stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Health insurance doesn't just apply to the sick.
Yeah.
What if you end up getting a virus and end up having to go to the hospital?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I do push people that if I know they don't have health insurance, I do tell them, this is. There's two things in life. Well, three. I do believe you should get car insurance just in case you hit somebody.
Yeah,
But health insurance and having a wheel are two things I think everybody should have.
yeah. Car insurance, I think, should be more regulated in the prices that they charge,
I agree.
because it's freaking ridiculous how much we have to pay for what it is.
Yeah. And car insurance is really hard on some people too. I mean, they make it so expensive for young drivers, and then the young drivers like, well, I just won't get it. I won't have an accident, and
Love
then
you,
they hurt
Barbara.
them.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, bye, Barbara. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of things with like. Thank God I've had car insurance because the wrecks that I was in, they had the lowest amount of car insurance, so my insurance kicked in and covered everything. You know what I mean?
Oh, there has been most of our marriage, we've had to fluctuate between decent coverage, low, and because of our budget.
Yeah.
Luckily, we've there's only been one time we didn't have car insurance. We didn't drive that much because of it.
Right.
Only very, very necessary, basically, to the doctor. Um, but
Right.
um, but you know, there has been times where it's just been so taxing on our budget,
Yeah.
and to put that on to, say, a 20-year-old who's in college and all of that. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah. I wish there was a better like. I don't know. I don't know how they would do it, but it's hard on a lot of people.
It is.
And one mistake can make your insurance absolutely killer high.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's not right either. I think
I've
I'm
got to
going to
go to
put
the restroom. I'll be right back.
all right. I think I'm going to put this gorgeous teal color underneath of my eye because it's so pretty. I should have waited to do my foundation until after. It's weird. These foily metallic colors are like so incredibly soft. You put your brush into them and they all just go whook. It just sinks. It's crazy. But they're so pretty. So, so pretty. It is so crazy, the lag. Oh my gosh. She's gone on this screen. She's still here on my phone. This bonkers. This teal color is so pretty. Yup. So are they going to have your mom do physical therapy, Lorna? Because it sounds like she's doing better. I gotta figure out something to make for dinner tonight. I have no idea what to do for dinner. I love that teal color. Have you seen this palette, Lorna? Get it in the picture. These shimmery metallic colors, they're so incredibly soft. It's kind of crazy how they work. They're so pretty though. Oh, so pretty. I think I am going to put maybe a little bit of this purple underneath. Oh yeah, that's prettier. Oh, no. Not like that. That was rude. It got on my nose. Haha, rude. Ugh. Suppose nobody has said anything yet? Of course. She was told when she left. Nothing, man. I'd be making some phone calls if I were you, girl. I don't know if that makes me look like I thank you. It is a really beautiful palette. I could not. Everybody's been using it and all that stuff, and I was just like, I can't not have it. If that makes sense. I was like, okay, I got to get it. I got to get it. It's so pretty. She's so pretty, but I think I'm done playing in it now. She's so beautiful. Then I gotta get that cleaned up. Not pretty. That's not cute. Yeah, if I were you, I'd be making some phone calls being like, what's going on? So I would imagine your mom needs to start doing some physical therapy pretty soon. I would think. I should do some highlight. Oof. I can. That's okay. Take your time. It's all good in the hood. I need to figure out what to do for dinner. And I just don't know what to do for dinner.
I did a costume change while.
Oh, I like that top. That's a cute top.
Thanks.
Oh, come on. There's so much Coda hair. It's everywhere. Coda hair is everywhere.
Oh, Lorna. That stinks. Here, everything's so full that, like, my friend, unfortunately, he's older. He's like 76. But his wife has just been diagnosed with a really serious brain cancer, and they're giving her top 6 months, and they can't find nowhere to put her because everything's so full.
Yeah.
So they had to do it a city over, which luckily he's still a good driver, but a lot of people at 76 don't even drive anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And his son lives close to that one, luckily, but they're all the ones in our city were full, so she couldn't get into a health place here. She had people coming to her house, but then obviously it got more serious.
That's just crazy. Okay, there's that. I
Oh,
love
thanks,
this
Lorna.
palette. I love this little palette that I got. I ordered it off of Macari. It's brand new. I mean, it still has the cover thing on the mirror, but it's just,
Was that the Too Faced one?
yeah, it's the turn up the light. And the middle one I use for my under eyes. And then I can use the rest as a highlighter if I want to. It's so pretty.
I actually heard a lot of nice things about that, but I didn't like the people who got it all said nice things, but I didn't see a lot of people buy it. But the ones who
Right.
did said great things about it.
Yeah, it works really nice. It's very similar to the ambient light powder from
Yeah.
Hourglass.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I have that. I love it.
Yeah, I love that powder, but all I have of it is just the little tiny square in my little 6-pan palette of that.
Yeah.
And I wanted some more, but I was like, well, do I get that or do I try this? And so I went ahead and tried this, and I love it.
Well, when Sephora, I hate to say the darker edition. Okay. The original Hourglass bronzers and stuff literally were almost too light for me.
Right.
So they come out with the darker edition. Well, I think they'd already made everybody mad, but the darker edition is perfect for my skin tone, which is light medium. So it really shouldn't be considered a darker edition.
Well, it's more of a mid-tone, I would say.
It's it's pushing it. I don't know if somebody was much darker than me if it would work too well. The blushes are gorgeous. They have a lot of colors in blushes.
Oh yeah, I love their ambient blushes.
Yeah, I have a bunch of their blushes, but I'm glad I got the darker palette got clearanced out, so I picked it up because I knew the original one I got just wasn't quite, the bronzer wasn't quite dark enough.
Right.
So that edition looks great on me, but then I was like, gosh, they really need to expand big time.
They do need to expand their color wheel.
Yeah.
I do agree with you there. They really do. Cause yeah, they don't have much in the darker range. Like my nieces, there's no way that they
Yeah.
could use, because I mean they are mixed, and my niece Alyssa especially, she is on the darker end of things, and there's no
Yeah.
way. There's absolutely no way that she could. I mean, we're olive toned enough, and then you add in the black part of her. There's no way
Right.
she can get away with. She has to have a pretty dark tone. There's
I
no
was really
caramel about
shocked
her.
at their eyeshadows though. Like I know they're high end. I know that. I get it. But that is crazy.
I have heard hit and miss about their eyeshadows.
I've heard they're nothing special, and what you get like 3 for $60. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard
I
the
will
same.
if that's what I'm doing. I'm going in hardcore on Cleona stained glass, and
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh
doing a
yeah.
plain. Yeah,
Yeah. If I'm spending that kind of cash on it, that's what I'm doing.
Right, Lorna? I was shook when I got the Hourglass palette. Like all the other shades are fine, so I didn't take it back. But I was shook that the bronzer was barely enough to bronze my skin because I'm pretty light. I mean, I'm light medium. That's not the lightest, but it's still pretty light.
I mean, that's good in some ways because I know that very light people have issues finding things as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like, come on, man. This wand reminds me a lot of the Maneater wand.
Oh, did you get that one?
This is the Bad Girl Bang.
Oh yeah, I've used that one. But did you get the one from Jeffrey? You didn't. I didn't either. Uh, I think two people
No.
I know got it. They liked it okay, but they didn't say neither one of them said it was anything special.
Jessica says that it is the worst mascara she's ever used.
Both the girls that I know just said it's just mediocre. They'd rather just go ahead and get an Essence one for $4.
Yeah. And Christine, she said that it wasn't anything special either. So, but no, this
I
is the
wonder
first
how his
time
skincare line's gonna do.
I'm curious. I'm really curious. No, I just put this on first time. I've never tried it before, so I thought I'd try it. And I like it. It works
I actually
good.
like it too.
I got it on my lower lash there. And I think I'm just going to put a nude lippy on. But I like the eye look so far. So far, so
Yeah,
good.
I actually really I enjoy Gimme Glow Cosmetics anyway, but this is a palette I wanted forever, and they finally put it on sale. I really like the way it turned out.
Yeah, that came out really pretty. I like it.
I'm not doing lashes though. I feel good, but not that good.
You're like, it's a nice night out, but it ain't that nice.
I ain't gonna sit here and fool with lashes for 20 minutes. Nope.
I like this. This isn't my favorite MAC lippy, but it's a nice one.
What kind of lippy do you like? Are you into matte or do you like the cream bullet?
I don't know. I think I'm about kind of in the middle. I really like a satin, because I don't like it too matte, because then it kind of, it really bugs my lips. But, I don't know. I love the MAC matte formula because it isn't so matte. Same with the
Yeah.
Maybelline. The Maybelline matte is really good too. But yeah, I think I like this satin formula the best, where it has
Yeah, I'm
just a
into a
little bit of a
satin or a
sheen. But
creamy. And I love a good creamy lip stain that if it does come off, your lips still look tinted.
yes, I love lips. Lip stains are my absolute favorite.
Yeah, I didn't used to like them, but the formulas used to not be that great. They're really good now. I got several Color Pop ones cheap, and they're really good.
Oh yeah, I have some from the Cherry line, and they're banging. I love them.
Yeah.
Let me go let the poops out.
Okay. Lorna, I liked the milk one for a long time. And then I got into a different type of wand, and now I don't like the milk one. I don't know. I like the milk waterproof Kush, I guess, but it's not what I used to think it was. I guess I just got out of that style. The
For
Laura Mercier
mascara,
Caviar, though, I did like.
okay.
I got a sample of the Laura Mercier also, Lorna. I don't know where I got that sample from, but I did like it.
I love the Milk Kush waterproof. It's an awesome waterproof
Yeah, I
mascara.
like the waterproof one much better than a regular one.
Yeah. Um the Too Faced is all right. I don't mind it. I like it for in my purse,
Yeah.
you know. Um but I don't know. As far as a high end, this is my favorite.
Oh, the Lash
With
Freak.
yeah. I am very unimpressed with this one, which is the Thrive that
Is
everybody
that the
raves
regular
about.
Thrive or the tubing?
This is I think it's the tubing.
I will say the Caloray, the tubing one I got from Sephora is really good. I like it, but I have not tried the Thrive tubing.
Yeah, this is the colors in Brian, Rich Black, and yeah, it's the two. It's liquid lash extensions. So yeah, it's the tubing.
You know, a lot of people said a lot of good things about that one. I never tried it, but I'm shocked that you don't like it because a lot of people say it's amazing. But you never know if they're, sometimes you don't know if they're in an ad or they got it in promo.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I'll keep trying it obviously and see if it. Because sometimes when a formula is too new, it's not very good. You
Yeah,
got to let it age a little bit. That's with the Lash Freak. When you first open it, it's really wet. And I think that's with any Urban Decay because the Perversion was that way.
right,
Um, it's like really super wet. And I didn't like it as much. I liked it the older it got.
right.
Um, but like the Kevin Aquan that I tried, I didn't like. The Wander Beauty, I didn't like. Well, no, I take that back. The Wander Beauty, it was the Mile High Lash one. It was awesome for length, but all it did was just make my lashes go straight out.
Mm,
And no matter what I did to curl them, they would not curl. They just
right,
went straight out and straight out, and they stayed that way. And it was like, okay, this isn't cool. And to try and wear that mascara with lashes or something like that, I couldn't do it.
right.
It wouldn't work. So,
Now, I've always really liked the Pure Fully Charged, and I don't know anybody that talks about it. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk
I
about
was
it.
gonna say I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's really good, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard anybody on any video talk about it. I got a sample size of it because I bought something at Ulta or some reason,
Uh huh.
and I ended up buying the full size because I really liked it that much.
Yeah. I One of these days I'll break down and buy a full size of the Pat McGrath, but I was so disappointed with that sample size that I got
Yeah, I
because
was too, and James swears that it's different than the big one, and Rhonda does too. But I don't know. The sample size or the travel size, whatever. I didn't like it.
I was I to me the formula is the formula. It goes in the same tube. I
Yeah,
mean, the batch it's maybe the wand I don't know. But the formula is going to get dumped into the tube from the same
yeah.
batch. It's and yeah, it was just to me it was like no,
And it wasn't
my
even like for me. It wasn't even like it's just not as good as I thought it would be. For me, it
oh
was.
no.
It was just not good.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It was like, what in the world is the hype around this
Yeah,
mascara? This is just junk.
yeah. I was the same way, but I did. Um, I bought the travel size hourglass one. I can't remember the name of it. James convinced me to do that, and I really enjoyed that one. But
Yeah.
he liked it the full size less than the Pat McGrath. But his lashes are totally different than mine.
Yeah. I I think I don't know. Cuz I like this one, I had what made me what convinced me to get the full size of this one was the travel size of this one.
Yeah, that's the way it usually is for me.
You know, I got the travel size as a freebie from Sephora or a points reward, something like that, you know,
Right.
from Sephora. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So
That's what happened with the pure one for me. I got it, I think, from Ulta. Just because I purchased something. Who knows?
Ulta
And
has the best reward system ever as far as makeup is concerned.
do what?
Ulta has the best reward system.
Oh yeah. If they're getting so many high end stuff now, I'm really hoping more of the stuff that I like to buy does get in there because their system is so much better.
Yeah. I mean, there's very, very few things that I need to go to Sephora for. I can either go to Beautylish or I can go to Ulta for.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
I've
mean, yeah,
gotten more into
I
that.
don't get rewards from Beautylish, but their payment plan through Beautylish is way better.
Well, I've gotten to where I like camera ready cosmetics because you can use a code on anything. Like Trix
Really?
is dead is code garbage, and you can use it on the high end products.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you send me the link for that? I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. I sure can.
Woohoo! Yeah, Andy will be real thrilled about that.
It's not my fault.
No, I've been doing really good though. I haven't been buying a lot. I got which will be up soon. I got the Blend Bunny palette, and then I got the Elf, but the Elf was basically just a re-up of stuff
Yeah.
other than just a couple things, you know. And then I got most of the extra stuff that I got were I had a ton of points with Elf. So I just used my points.
Yeah.
Which Elf has a great point system too. But I got it. But I got my Elf order, which, like I said, was basically just a re-up on stuff, and
Yeah.
then I got the Lunar Beauty mystery box.
Which every unboxing on that I saw was amazing.
Oh my gosh, I am so glad I got it. I got the little one, the smaller one, and I'm so glad I got the smaller of the two because the bigger one I would have had repeats.
Yeah.
Because, you know, but everything I got in that box I did not have. So it was absolutely fantastic. And it was like,
Yeah.
yes, I am so thrilled.
I wanted to get the small Melt Cosmetics mystery box, but I missed when it went and it sold out first. I don't want to get the large one.
Yeah.
There's always, I mean, for $25, the Melt Cosmetics smaller box, you actually get a palette in it, which makes it worth it already.
Oh, yeah. It is the best bang for your buck for sure. It
Yeah,
really
they
is.
have great mystery boxes.
Yeah. Most definitely. Okay. This is some serious mascara. I am very impressed. I used my Essence as a base, right? And then I used the Bad Gal Bang. One coat of each. And my lashes are like hollow lashes. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
I got the Lash Freak in a Sephora bundle, but I haven't used it yet, so I'll have to use it.
Hi Tammy, how are you?
Hey, Tammy.
Yeah, I love the Lash Freak. It's awesome. And then every Essence mascara I've ever tried has been fantastic.
Yeah, so
The
far, all the Essence ones, I haven't tried them all, but the ones I have, I've liked every one of them.
right. The worst mascara I have ever tried was that KVD one. I got brand new ones, absolutely brand new, not from BoxyCharm. I had one from BoxyCharm, and then I had some that I got from the company itself, ordered, bought, paid for, you know, and they were utter shit. They
Oh,
were I as I'm putting them on my eye, they're flaking off onto my
oh
face.
wow.
I was like, I've never had a mascara in my life do this. You know, it's like, okay, I've been wearing mascara for a long freaking time. Like,
Right,
almost 30 years. This is not supposed to happen.
right.
It
Now,
was
a lot of
bad.
people I know, I've only found a lot of people I know brag about CoverGirl mascaras, and I think I've only found two of them that I like.
The one CoverGirl mascara, I haven't tried any of the new stuff, but the one CoverGirl mascara that I've always sworn by was the Remarkable. And I have a new one up there. It's the old purple tube. It's like $4
Yeah,
from
that
them.
really the only drugstore mascaras I get anymore is Essence, and then the real skinny one from Maybelline for my bottom lashes. I can't remember. Um,
Oh,
I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember. I love the Maybelline Falsies, the new one in the silver and purple tube.
I haven't tried that.
Oh, it works fantastically well. I love that one. That one is great. That one is really great.
How are you, Tammy?
How's the baby girl? What is going on with my phone? Shut up. Oh, and then I was trying to rearrange my stuff earlier, and now my freaking thing is all messed up, and none of my stuff is there. What the hell?
Me and Jason both, I think it was last week, had huge downloads to both our phones, and now our phones look totally different, and we're trying to find where everything's at.
Oh, you know how when you pull down the top part of your phone, you have an Android, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so you pull down the top of your phone and it's got all your buttons at the top,
yeah.
Yeah, no, mine just I had an update like you said, and now they're all screwed up. I'm like, so I'm gonna have to fix it all. Cause now I can't silence nothing. Is so stupid. Stupid. Stupid,
The
stupid, stupid.
interstate must be bad because Jason,
There.
it's been an hour since he texted he left, and he's still in here.
I was gonna say, where is he? I thought he was coming.
But I mean, it's time that everybody gets off. It's Friday, and again, we're in a really busy city, so. But it
Yeah,
usually don't take this long.
it'd be nice to get out in the country.
I can't wait. Until this house, all I've ever done is live in the country. That's just a part of who I am, and it
The
is
devil is
convenient.
sleeping.
I know
Oh
I saw
my
that.
god.
Um, since we've lived here, things are so convenient. I get that, but I don't know. I'd rather things be inconvenient to get and be able to live in the country. I just like being where houses aren't touching, people ain't in my business. I just like the country so much better.
Mhm. You're gonna end up being like me, and where you scream at people in the city because you'll be like, and then you'll be like, I hate the city when you have to go. We go to town and we're like, I hate town. I just want to go home.
Yeah, I'm like that already. We leave the house to go do something, and I say this all the time to Jason. I'm like, it is a hard way to get into heaven. And he used to say, "What do you mean?" I'm like, because I hate everybody on the road.
Right? Oh my gosh, so bad. It's so bad.
And 80% of our drivers are college kids, so they're really not paying attention. And it's terrible.
Oh, that's like when we have to go to Boise because um, Boise State, right? It takes up like the whole middle of Boise. So you have to
Yeah.
drive around the whole college, and it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, we're in a college town too because we have the university here, but I mean, it's not like, I don't know, you don't notice the interference quite as much here as you do, maybe because it's a smaller college,
Yeah.
and that's a huge state college, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you go there and it's just like, oh my Lanta, this is so bad. It's like
Yeah.
the people have lost their ever loving minds. Snowbird, or yes, yeah. See, Tammy gets
Yes,
all the
man.
snowbirds. Yeah, maybe that's what you should do, Tammy. Is they need to get bumper boats and bumper cars for all the old people, and give them their own designated roads. You can't leave this road. You
Right.
can never leave this road.
I mean, I adore my mom, but she likes to drive in the left lane, but she likes to drive slow. I'm like, Mom, you can't do this while I'm in the car. This drives me crazy.
Oh no, no.
I'm like, left lane is for people passing or going fast enough that they're not complicating traffic. You're driving too slow to be in the left lane.
Yeah, yeah. The one that drives me bonkers is my dad, my stepdad, because my stepdad, he has like zero patience. He's not so bad when he's here because I don't know, he's just different when he's here, but anywhere else he gets very short tempered. He wants to go 90 million miles an hour and cut everybody off. It's like, Daddy, no, you can't do that.
Right.
So half of the Walmart parking lot is handicapped. Oh,
Oh, here I just wish people wouldn't park in handicap that aren't handy. I mean, literally anybody parks in a handicap here. They don't put a tag up. They don't have. I mean, I have a license plate that says I'm disabled, but they don't have any of that. They're just parked there because they know it's a private parking lot and that nobody's going to do anything.
oh no, see here, they'll do that, right? And they'll park in the van parking lot, which makes it a pain in the ass. Like, I don't do it a lot or need it a lot, but sometimes I have to have my walker, right?
Yeah.
So like post surgery, I needed my walker. I couldn't get out and just walk around without my walker. So Andy can't get the lift gate up and get my walker out and all this stuff because there's this dumbass parked so cockeyed. And it's like,
Yep.
okay, we're just trying to get my walker out. Could you imagine a van with a lift gate trying to get a
Yep.
wheelchair out? Give me a freaking break. No, there's a reason why there's a hashtagged off area. I used to
Yeah.
hate it when I would have to drive the big van when I was working. And we had a client who had cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
And we had a full size van, right? A big full size van. And the whole back of it opened up, and then his lift gate would come out, and he would come out, and then the lift would come down with him in it, and then of course he would have to wheel his electric wheelchair out, right? Okay, well that takes a lot of ground, and it has to be on level ground, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would have to take him up to the college, and numbnuts people would park in the handicap parking area, or kitty corner or whatever. They would cut off all that hashtagged off area, so we would have to park clear over by the football area
Yeah.
so that he could get to class, which would make us late for class and all these things. It was so annoying. I
Yep.
hated it. It's like, there's a reason why these things are there.
And
Yeah.
when they updated our hospital, well, they moved it completely, and we got a whole new hospital. And then they updated it, and they literally have like 5 handicap spots at the ER. And I'm like, a lot of people that are coming here may already have problems, and you gave them 5 spots.
Oh, ours is. I think there's like 5 spots for the whole hospital.
That's crazy.
Well, and what gets me is like at Walmart, right? If it snows here, we have two at each entrance. There's two big van for the big buses that come from the nursing homes, so that they have
Yeah.
plenty of room to get their lift gates out and all of that stuff, right? So when it snows and the hash line off areas are covered by snow, people diagonally park there. It's like, what the frick is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
I used to get
And
so mad.
oh
So,
yeah,
so
I
mad.
I still get mad, but I just in my mind I just can't. And I know it's because I just don't think like they do, but in my mind I just cannot say I'm going to take this parking spot away from somebody that needs it. I just can't do it. Like, it doesn't work in my brain.
If I'm having a good day, I won't park in a handicapped spot.
The same. Like, I have a disabled tag, and if I'm okay, I don't use handicap.
Right. Even though I know that I will need that spot when I come out of the store.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Even though I know after I'm done walking around the whole store, I'm going to wish I parked in handicap.
You're darn right, Tammy. It is gone.
Yeah.
Humanity is gone. It is
Common sense
absolutely
is
gone.
gone too.
It's ridiculous. It is absolutely. And what gets me right is there's a gal who parks in the handicap in this big ass full size truck, right? Jacked up, big full size truck that works at Walmart. And
Oh,
she parks in the handicap. She has a handicap placard. So technically, she can park there, but she goes in for her shift, which is 9 hours long.
right.
She goes in for her shift and she parks in that handicap spot crooked
Oh, that would drive me
every day.
insane. Insane.
I'm just like, one of these days, babe, I'm going to leave her a nasty note. Because
Yeah, I
there's been,
saw. I can't remember if it was YouTube or IG, but this guy had made up bumper stickers that pretty much said, "You know what? You're a piece of crap," and put them on people's cars that were in handicap park that didn't have
oh,
tags.
yeah. I have had people give me nasty looks and all these things and made comments to me saying, you don't need that. You don't need to park there and whatever. And you know what I do? I lift up my hair and I turn around and I go, fuck you. Look at my neck. Tell me I don't need it.
Yeah,
You don't know anything. Not all handicaps are visible.
yeah. I've actually had that too. Unfortunately, several times people, and I walk with a cane, so it's actually pretty obvious that I'm disabled. But I
Mm-hmm.
still have people say, "You're too young. You're too this. You don't deserve." I'm like, I am legally have a tag. I have a cane for a reason.
Same. Yeah. I mean, Andy will be digging my walker out of the car and same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the one time it was right after my hip surgery. And so I had my crutches and the whole 9 yards. And some lady walked up and looked at Andy and I and said, you don't need this. And Andy had gone and gotten me an electric cart and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah. It's frustrating. And now that it's gotten worse now that I have a license plate instead of the holder thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because they don't see the blue tag right away, they just assume that I'm parking there and I'm not disabled. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. The ones
But
that get me are the ones that get out of the big jacked up pickups. It's like, okay, if you're driving that thing, you sure as hell don't need to be parking there. Because if you can heft yourself up into that big old ass truck, piss off.
right? Yeah, Brad took the big diesel, and when he helps take me to the doctor and stuff. I have to get the handle and literally like climb, and I'm like, oh my god, I need a step stool for this truck.
Right, exactly, Tammy. She's my judge on Judgment Day. I thought that was God's job. Oh.
Well, I guess I'm gonna jump off here and feed the cats before Jason gets here.
Yeah, I need to eat something. I haven't eaten all day, and I gotta figure out something. I don't know what to do for dinner. For
So I don't know
Andy.
what we're doing, but I'm just excited that we're leaving the house for once.
Right? Yay! Cabin fever is over.
Yeah, right.
I'm
All
just
right,
glad you're
everybody.
feeling better.
Thanks. Me too. Love you guys. Love you, Tammy. Love you, Lorna.
Love you guys. Have a good day. I have lost my mouse. Where did it go?
I'll probably
There
talk
it
to
is.
you later today, Jen.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right.
Have
Bye. Love
fun.
you.
Love you. See you guys later.